Should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Burrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards.
Here we go. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and... He's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Willis and the Titans come to the line now. First and 10 at their 25-yard line. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Second down throw coming by Willis. This will go to Henry out wide.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That is caught. And it'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
The Titans have 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
And now an audible here into something else. Willis to throw on 2nd.
To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry.
Still going inside the 20.
And finally down at the 9-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Willis will look to throw it. A check down here for Henry.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, Willis.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they get their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
If for some reason you doubted Chase's elite ability, how about this? Missed 5 games last season, still reached 1,000 yards and made the Pro Bowl. His name always at the forefront of the game's greatest playmakers.
Gun.
Now Burrow on first down. And that'll be incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. Burrow will throw. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The quick throw by Burrow is complete, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Down the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come 19, come 19. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Willis now off play action. Steps away and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Miles Murphy in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches. A T. Higgins size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
Here's Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Burrow going to throw again.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the gun with Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Pass throw right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, it's Burrow. This is caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now they send a running back in motion right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
What's going on, guys?
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we do. That is what we do. Woo! Ready, set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Willis. A shot downfield for Burks.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Play fake. Here's Willis. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow will throw. He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
On 1, ready? 11.
Now Burrow.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Let's get out of here with the win, no? 19 Lions.
Willis out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Jones on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To mix it on the check down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he fends him off. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now Willis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle. And that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Willis looking to throw it. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
Derrick Henry all alone. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Nashville. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Willis now off of play action. Got this complete to Racing McMath. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A first down carry. 15 shy of the 10. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They keep it with Henry on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Willis looks to pass it here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Guys, you got this. Let's win. Make the trade work.
Let's go. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Willis will look to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Willis got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Okay, ready? Hustle, hustle, hustle. Drop 60, drop 60.
On first down, Willis. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
18, Pioneer. 19, Light.
Willis wants to pass it again. That is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Mixon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Stop low, 18.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Again, it's Mixon. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bengals, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.